Same branch 1 and branch 2. This is our initiator and this is our responder. Okay, so here step 1. I told you in main mode 6 messages or attributes we will use. Okay, so step 1. In step 1, initiator will send open proposal to responder. Step 1, initiator message 1. Okay, I'm talking about message 1. Initiator will send open proposal to responder. Okay, same message 2. Responder will send open proposal to initiator. You can say message 1, initiator will send open proposal to responder. Yes, initiator will send open proposal to responder. Message 2, responder will send open proposal to initiator. Yes, in second message responder will send open proposal to initiator. Now we will check here. Okay, step 3. Okay, here step 3 and message type is here. Step 2, message 3. Okay, in message 3 initiator will send open key to responder. Fourth, responder will send open key to initiator. And fifth one, initiator will authenticate the session. And in sixth one, responder will authenticate the responder will authenticate the session. Okay, again I am repeating. I told you in main mode 6 messages we use. Okay, you can see here. First message, initiator will send open proposal to responder. Second message, responder will send open proposal to initiator. Third message, in third message, initiator will send open key to responder. Fourth message, responder will send open key to initiator. Fifth message here, initiator will authenticate. Initiator will authenticate the session with responder. And sixth message is here, responder will authenticate the session with initiator. Okay, and roughly you can say step 1, this is step 2, and this is step 3. You can also say first they will exchange their proposal, second they will exchange their key, and third they will authenticate the session. If you want to go in depth, yes, that is in front of you. First message initiator proposal, second message responder proposal, third message is initiator key, and fourth message is here responder key, fifth message is initiator authentication session, and sixth message is here responder session authentication. Okay, same here. Okay, next is aggressive mode. We are talking about, okay, before a few minutes we go through that IKE has three modes: main mode, aggressive mode, and quick mode. So till now we are discussing, till now we have discussed about main mode, but now we want to discuss about aggressive mode. Okay, if we want to know the aggressive mode, here we required a clean diagram here. So please have patience. Okay, same we have here branch 1 and branch 2. And now we are talking about aggressive mode. Okay, in aggressive mode, 6 attributes are divided into 3 steps or 3 messages we can say. Okay, okay, in step 1, initiator will send own proposal and key to responder. Okay, now the behavior change. Okay, 6 messages are divided into 3. Initiator will send open proposal plus key to responder. Okay, second, what? This is our initiator and this is our responder. Okay, first, initiator will combine two things, proposal and key, and they will forward it to the responder. Now in second message, what will happen here? Responder will authenticate the session and it will send open key responder will send open proposal plus key to initiator. Now they will not go separately, they will go in combination. First, initiator will send proposal or key to responder. Yes, you can see here. Second, responder will authenticate initiator proposal. Okay, authenticate not session. It will authenticate the initiator proposal, or you can also say the session. Then responder will send over proposal and key to initiator. Now in third step, you can see here initiator will authenticate the session. Yes, you can see the same thing here. Initiator will send own proposal and key to responder. You can see initiator will send own proposal and key to responder. Second, proposer responder will authenticate initiator proposal. Yes, responder will authenticate the proposal of initiator and then it will send. Okay, and own proposal and initiator. Sorry, here some typing mistake. Okay, initiator will send open proposal and key to responder. Okay, second step. This responder will authenticate. This responder will authenticate initiator proposal and this responder will send open proposal and key to initiator. Now in third step, the initiator will authenticate the session. So this is the difference between main mode and aggressive mode. Okay, now remember it here. Okay, either main mode or aggressive mode will be used. Either main mode or aggressive mode will work, not both here. Okay. Okay, next one is here quick mode. If we till now we have learned what is main mode, what is aggressive mode. Okay, now we will learn about quick mode. In quick mode, they means IPsec peer. In quick mode, they will recheck their parameters using SPI. SPI stand for Security Parameter Index. Yes, SPI is sent with every packet by the peers. Okay, now we have to learn IKE phases. So before going it, we required a clean diagram. Please have patience. Okay, here IKE, IKE mods and IKE faces. Okay, first we have here main mode, second aggressive mode, and third one is here quick mode. Then we are talking about faces. Yes, IKE phase 1. Okay, if we are talking about phase 1, then both main mode or aggressive mode they comes in phase 1. And if we are talking about quick mode, that comes in phase 2. Again I am repeating, IKE modes and IKE phases. IKE modes main mode, aggressive mode and quick mode. Main mode and aggressive mode they belongs to IKE phase 1 and quick mode that belongs to IKE phase 2 as you can see here. But we also have phase 1.5 in the mid of it. What we can say, yes, phase 1.5, sure we will discuss about it. Okay, now phase 1, what happened in phase 1, they create a single IK bidirectional tunnel. Single key is used to authenticate the session. In phase 1, main mode or aggressive mode will work. Okay, as you can see, if we are talking about phase 1, main mode or aggressive mode will work, not both will work at a time. Okay, now for better understanding what happened, if suppose there are two peers in phase 1, they create a single IKE bidirectional tunnel. As you can see here, they create a single IKE bidirectional tunnel. Okay, in phase one, they means both. If there are R1 that is initiator and R2 that is responder, both pair will create a bidirectional tunnels. Means single tunnel that can be communicate bidirectionally. Yes, in phase one, they means IPsec pair will create a bidirectional tunnel. In phase one, you can see either main mode will work or aggressive mode will work. Not they will not work both at a time. Okay, if main mode will work, aggressive, if you are using main mode, then aggressive will not use. If you are not is using main mode, then aggressive will use. It depends on IPsec VPN. Okay, if you are using side to side, main mode will work. If you are using remote access with pre-shared key, aggressive mode will work. DM VPN main mode, get VPN main mode. So if you are using remote access with pre-shared key, then only aggressive mode will work. If you are using remote access with cert, then again main mode will work here. So perhaps it is clear now. Again I am repeating, in phase 1, if we are talking about phase 1, in phase 1 they create a single bidirectional tunnel, and they will create a IKE single bidirectional tunnel here. And the mode, main mode or aggressive mode, that is depend on the VPN and implementation type. Aggressive mode is only used when we are implementing remote access with pre-shared key. Otherwise, aggressive mode will only with remote access with pre, otherwise main mode will work. Okay, next one is here phase 1.5, as you can see on the screen. Okay, so what it is an optional IK phase. This is an optional IKE phase. Okay, in phase 1.5 provides an additional layer of authentication that is called XAuth. If you are talking about phase 1.5, that provides us additional authentication that is called XAuth. And what is XAuth? XAuth force a user to authenticate. Okay, before phase 2, this phase 1 force a user to authenticate again before performing or before initiating phase 2. So here you can see, okay, XAuth force a user to authenticate before use of IPsec connection is granted. So here you can say it is optional, that is called XAuth, or you can say extended authentication, as you can see here. And this phase force a user to authenticate again before IPsec session is granted here. Okay, next one is phase 2. Till now we have learned about phase 1. Yes, in phase 1 they create a single IK bidirectional tunnel. Phase 2 is phase 1.5 is optional, which force a user to authenticate before IPsec is granted. Okay, next now we are talking about phase 2. When phase 1 is successfully completed, when phase 1 is successfully granted, then phase 2 is started. It is optional, as I already told you. Okay, phase 2, when phase 1 is successfully granted, then phase 2 is started. Okay, if phase 1 is not successfully completed, phase 2 will not start. If this is not successfully completed, then phase 2 will not start. In phase 2 they create multiple IPsec tunnels, two tunnels per protocol. Okay, when phase 1 is successfully completed, then phase 2 started. In phase 2 they means here we are talking about IPsec peers. Yes, what they will do, they will create multiple IPsec tunnels here behind the IK tunnel. And here what they will do, they will use two tunnels per protocol, one for sending, another for receiving. If you are using here ESP or AH, you can see here one for sending, another for receiving. So here you can see they will use two tunnels per protocol, either using ESP or AH. Now here next is, again I would like to repeat, in phase 2, if you are talking about phase 2, then in phase 2 they means IPsec peer, they will create multiple means more than one. Standard is 2, but for if they want to create more, they can create more. But normally a normal user doesn't initiate more than 2, because one is sufficient for sending, another is sufficient for receiving. Only if you there is an attacker that can initiate multiple ESP tunnel. But we can also protect using firewall. On firewall we can use here IPsec pass-through features. Okay, so in phase two they create multiple, one for sending and another for receiving. In phase two they create multiple IPsec tunnels. This is our IPsec tunnels. Okay, again I am saying in phase one they create a single IKE bidirectional tunnel, but in phase 2 they create multiple IPsec unidirectional tunnel, as you can see, one for sending, another for receiving. In phase 2 your actual communication happens. Okay, next is ISACamp. Okay, IKE is a management protocol. Till now we have learned about that what is IKE, what is ESP, and what is AH. Yes, something new. We will learn ESP and AH. Okay, IKE we learned that main mode, aggressive mode, and quick mode. Okay, they belongs to phase 1 and this belongs to phase 2. Okay, actually IKE is a management protocol. In the backend it use ISAKMP, Internet Security Association Key Management Protocol, and that use UDP port 500. IKE is a management protocol. Actually it use ISACM for key exchange. Okay, this one, Internet Security Association Key Management Protocol, its full form, and it use UDP port 500. Okay, now we want to know about IPsec modes. Okay, till now we are learning IPsec features and IPsec protocols. Now we want to know about IPsec mode. Yes, first is transport mode, second is tunnel mode. Transport mode, it protect layer 4 and upper layer data used in DMVPN. If we are talking about here IPsec transport mode, so you can go through the PDU. Okay, first we have here data, then we add layer 4. Layer 4 will contain TCP and UDP. Then we add here. Okay, if we are talking about transport mode, then after here ESP or AH header will be insert, and then we will add here L3. L3 means IP. So here you can see layer 4 and upper layer data is protected. As you can see here, it protect layer 4 and upper layer data. And okay, we can say layer 4 is TCP and UDP header plus your data. So which will protect here? You can see, yes, layer 4 protected, upper layer protected, but layer 3 is not protected. And transport mode is used in DM VPN. Here again I am repeating, transport mode, it protect layer 4 and upper layer data, but it doesn't protect layer 3, and it is used in DM VPN. Next is here tunnel mode. If you want to know about tunnel mode, then what we have to do, we required a clean diagram here. Please have patience. Okay, to understand tunnel we have to go through the PDU. Yes, first we have data, then we add the layer 4 information. In layer 4 information we add TCP and UDP, then we add L3. L3 contain IP. Okay, then here ESP or AH header is inserted. Okay, then here what we will do, new L3, because that is protected. New L3, it will contain your public, so that the packet can be routed over the internet. So here you can see, if we are talking about tunnel mode, IPsec tunnel mode, so you can see layer 3 protected, layer 4 and upper layer. But if you will talk about transparent mode, only layer 4 and upper layer protected, but in tunnel mode layer 3, layer 4 and upper layer also protected, and it is used in site to site remote access and get VPN. Now here is a security association. What is security association? A group of security parameters and policies which is agreed between two IPsec peers. For example, any condition, any parameters, for example branch 1 and branch 2, any agreement which is done or which is negotiated between two peers, and that is called here as a security association. Okay, again you can see a group of security parameters and policies which is agreed between two IPsec peer, that is called security association. Security association components here: SAD, security association database; security policy database. Security association database contain peer IP, SPI security parameters, and ESP, again peer IP, SPI, and IPsec protocol, ESP or AH. But security policy database contain encryption algorithm, hash algorithm, IPsec mode, and lifetime key and lifetime.